WPTV.
Back to the desk. The NBA season is almost a quarter of the way through the season. And here to break down all the action on the hardwood, we have Justis, Andrew, Antonio, and Nijee. Now, Justis, we'll start with you. You are a resident Net fan. We have 3 Knicks fans on this side as well. So this is going to be an interesting question. We had a big game this Tuesday when the Knicks took on the Nets. What did we see from that game, Justis?
It was a very competitive game, but if you want to look at the highlights, we can see how competitive exactly it was. We'll take it right to the fourth quarter here. Pass out to Kevin Durant, hits a nice mid-range shot over Julius Randle. He had a slow start, but in the fourth quarter, he really heated up. He ended up with 27 points. Back to the Knicks, great ball movement here. Pass out to Alec Burks. He's played great minutes for the Knicks this season. He had 25 last night. But then the Nets answer back here. James Harden drives in, passes out to Kevin Durant. Guarded by Julius Randle, barbecue chicken, easy mid-range shot. The Nets take the lead. So the Knicks are down by 3 here, right? They need a clutch bucket. Who do they go to? Evan Fournier hits a really clutch three-pointer, ties the game. Unfortunately, they foul James Johnson. He hits 2 free throws. So the Knicks are down by 2. 2 seconds left. They pass it out to Evan Fournier. Half-court 3. Bing bong. Misses the 3. The Nets take a 112-110 victory over the Knicks. James Harden finished with 34 and 10. Becomes the 4th player to reach 2,500 threes in his career. And the Knicks are the real team in New York, like I've been telling y'all.
Nijee, you have anything to say about that?
If you look at the stats, the game is real closer than it seems. Field goal percentage, they both tied. They both even at 40%. And if you look at the turnovers, it's still close. The thing that you look at the game is the calls. The refs at the end of the game, late fouling, and all honestly, it was a missed call. Mitchell Robinson was pushed in the back.
It was not a missed call.
He was pushed in the back. To cause that foul, he got pushed in the back to cause the foul. If you know Mitchell Robinson, he jumps straight up to block shots all the time. He would never reach in for the ball.
Nijee, there's a difference between getting pushed in the back and having someone put their hand on your back. He moved forward before LaMarcus Aldridge even moved forward. It was a clear foul.
It's a reason why he moved forward.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses right now, Nijee. It's really disappointing.
You know, it's a good win, but just know the refs is against the New York Knicks.
Oh yeah, sure.
Always.
Okay.
Do the other Knicks fans have anything to say? We're getting a little fiery on the desk.
Yeah, you know, I am a little upset. Brooklyn Nets shots 25 free throws compared to the Knicks 12. I think that's insane. Julius Randle isn't getting any calls anymore. The refs are telling him he's too big and that the fouls don't affect him. Mitchell did foul him. Mitch fouled him. I'll give you that. You know,
thank you.
Congrats to the Nets.
I
Congrats to
appreciate
the
that.
Nets on the win, but you know, Julius Randle's got to get these fouls called and all this. You know.
I agree.
Antonio?
I gotta agree with Nijee though. Robinson, that was not a foul. First off, he got pushed in the back, and it was all ball.
It was all ball, Antonio?
All ball, Justis.
Antonio.
All ball.
All right, Antonio, that's where you're wrong.
Come on now.
All ball.
Come on now. He hit him right in the arm.
You
ball.
wrong on the foul part, but he did get pushed in the back to cause the foul.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, gents, that was an interesting first question. Let's move along. And we had a really big victory before we go into the question. Did you guys see what happened in Memphis last night?
Yeah.
A 73-point victory? Are we serious?
Thunder down bad.
Yeah, Thunder are down bad. But speaking of the Grizzlies, Ja Morant is now out with an injury, scary injury, but it's only looking like a knee sprain. And he missed some time last year with the ankle sprain. Andrew, how big of a hit is this for the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah, I mean, this loss is huge. I mean, we'll take a look at his stats. Ja Morant's going off this year. He's averaging the highest shooting percentage he's had, career best 24 points per game. Luckily, it's only a knee sprain. He should be back in a couple weeks. Exciting guy.
Nijee?
Oh yeah, the loss is devastating, but I'm just glad that it's only a knee sprain and not nothing worse. But he averaging 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and this is gonna be his breakout season. I think he's gonna be an All-Star this season, and like most of us agree, he's gonna be an All-Star this season. But I'm just glad it's only a nice knee sprain.
Justis?
Yeah, the way Ja Morant plays, obviously he gets a lot of D-Rose comparisons, so seeing that knee injury really was scary, but he's such a dynamic player, on both sides. You know, most All-Star guards aren't that great defensively, but he's averaging more than 1 steal a game. And it's definitely a big loss, but I think if Jaren Jackson Jr. and Dillon Brooks can keep them afloat until Ja comes back, I think they still have a chance to make the playoffs, or at least to play it.
Quickly, Antonio.
Ja Morant, that injury's going to hurt them, but if he gets back and like Justis said, if Jackson plays like he did last night, they'll be okay. They need Morant back. He was on track to be the most improved player. Yeah. I still think he can win that award if he gets back in enough time.
73-point win, bro.
Yeah, that's insane. Gents, I don't know how
I've never seen that.
Without Ja Morant. Imagine if he played.
Yeah, Andrew said it. The Thunder are down bad. I don't know what happened to that franchise. Well, regardless of if Ja comes back, DeMarcus Cousins is starting his season, Antonio. And to go with you, he signed a 1-year non-guaranteed deal with the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks. Do we think this is a big pickup for them?
Yes, I do, because now Brook Lopez is out for the year possibly with the back surgery.
Yeah.
Cousins only played 41 games last year with the Clippers and Rockets. So he only signed a $2 million deal. It's not that much, but it's going to help them off the bench. And with Lopez out, he can maybe start eventually. And he looks in better shape, in my opinion.
Yeah. Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, he averaged 8 points and 5 boards with the Clippers last year, and especially with this Brook Lopez injury, he could be a really big addition to the Bucks team.
Yeah, I really think so too, because last year in the playoffs for the Clippers, he played very well in that Western Conference Finals. And Nijee, he had 7 points in his first game for Milwaukee the other day when they played the Hornets. So, what do you think he's going to add to the team?
He like a relief, like a stress relief for Giannis. Less workload for Giannis. Another big man on the court, and he's a veteran. That team, like after it was PJ Tucker, they needed another piece to help out Giannis to be a defensive piece, and he's just another big man.
Yeah. Justis, close us out.
I agree with you, Nijee. I think he fills the void that PJ Tucker left from that team. I think he's going to play some great minutes for the Bucks. He's emotional like PJ Tucker. He plays gritty defense. Definitely emotional like PJ Tucker. And I think what you guys said about Brook Lopez, obviously he's going to fill the void of Brook, but even when he comes back, he's going to add more depth to the Bucks. So when they play teams like the Lakers or the Philly with a lot of bigs, they can match up.
Yeah, and keeping it in the East, guys. The Chicago Bulls, they haven't won a title since Michael Jordan in 1998. They've been on the decline since then. They've been kind of a horrid franchise.
They also beat the Knicks.
Relax, Justis. But Nijee, let's go to you. We speculated whether them getting DeMar DeRozan pairing him with Zach LaVine was a good deal, and I think it's working out so far. Which have you seen from the two?
Like if you look at the stats, it's an amazing pairing. They both averaging 25. They both averaging 48% from the field, and it's like a match made in heaven. If you see them, DeMar DeRozan is like the mid-range master somehow. Like
not bad. The mid-range maestro.
Yeah, like he's getting like. I don't know, like they both just up in their stats, and like Chicago, they surprised for the East.
Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Zach LaVine and DeMar, but my boy Lonzo Ball, he's still doing his thing. He's got 12, 5, and 5. He's averaging 2 steals a game, shooting 44% from 3, best of his career.
Yeah.
Makes good music.
I don't know about that one. We
go listen to Get Off, bro. I like it.
Antonio.
I have another guy, Vujicic, the center.
Nikola Vucevic, yes, very good.
He actually had a very good game against my Knicks last night. He was knocking down threes. He's averaging like 15 points. That's solid.
Give you double too.
11 rebounds a game, and they also have some huge wins. They beat the Nets, Nuggets, Jazz. That's huge. That's playoff teams. Yep. They're playing like a playoff team right now. The Bulls.
Justis, one quick word, quickly.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The Bulls are on my fraud watch. Look, DeMar and LaVine, they're playing great, but the playoffs is a different story. I feel like they don't have a true number one option. I think they don't have the firepower to compete with the Nets or the Heat, and I don't think they have the size to compete with the Bucks. So we'll see.
If the Bulls is on fraud watch, the Nets should be on fraud watch.
Hey, gents.
It's a Kyrie comeback.
Let's relax now.
Bitterness.
We'll pick this up next week on our last episode of the semester on December 10th. Don't forget to follow us on at SportsTestWP at Instagram for updates and more. We'd like to give a special thank you to our cast and crew who make us look good. And look at them. Can you give us a wave, guys? You guys are awesome. You guys make us look good, and we appreciate you guys so much. And also, we'd love to give a special shout out to our wonderful studio manager, Clarke. For everyone at the desk, I'm Samory Rose. We'll see you guys next time.